Welcome back everyone, I am Veda Prestior and this is Sengoku Gensokyo. Where last left off, we got a few game overs trying to get a certain event to trigger. I think you have to have both Reimu and Marissa get defeated at the same time. I'm not entirely certain. If not, it's probably just Reimu. A little annoying because generally losing can mean, dying. But as you can see, you don't actually have to have everyone be KO'd to lose. You just have to not do enough damage compared to how much damage you're taking. Anyway, we just did our last, we have one action left, so let's go ahead and take care of these people. Hopefully, this team can handle it. What else do we have going? Aya needs to be ranged, close, medium. Alright. Oh yeah, I kinda need to do this anyway. Have I finally found it? Huh? Who are you? If I may ask a little question, are you moving because of someone's magic? What are you talking about? I'm me. I can make poison from Miss Lily come out from my body though. I knew it! There are no strings, and I can't feel any magical power, so this girl is moving under her own power. Hey, stop with the weird muttering and answer my question already. Who are you? Me? I'm Alice Margastroid, a magician and doll master. May I have your name? A doll master? So those dolls beside you are controlled by you? Eh? Well, yes. Who would have thought a chance like would come so quickly? For the liberation of all dolls, I will take you down. Huh? Eh? Jeez, I don't know what you're so angry about, but have it your way. I haven't really mentioned Medicine's special ability. Oh great, Yuka's here too. Not good, not good. It looks like some of these characters weren't fully healed. That's good. Bad news is everyone's practically in melee range of Yuka at the moment. That needs to change. And did a little bit of damage at least. Okay, you decided to buff yourself. Or buff everyone, rather. Not good, but that's better than what we could have suffered. Medicine's special ability is anyone that attempts to melee her will only do minimum damage to her, and they will take damage in poison damage in return. Okay, Medicine's down. Shanghai Doll's not doing fantastic at the moment. Ow. Awesome. Let's go ahead and heal everybody. When you're at 0 counter, you're pretty much free to use whatever abilities you want. And he killed himself. Fantastic. Yay, affection bonus, get some range. And, okay, they lost a generic. Alright. Let's go ahead and end their turn. That's 7 points left. Alright. The sooner we take care of Yuka, the better. So let's get this going. How's everyone? You can be leveled up. Or anyone else? You definitely can be leveled up. So can you? And not you. Okay. Just so I don't have to redo all that again, I'll go ahead and save again. Alright, if we can succeed in both attacks, we should win. In theory. Alright, we need bait. Got any bait that's worth using? Yes, we can use you as bait. Everyone else, do what you do best. Keen, you can go mid. Alright, let's do this. Ow. One down. Did your job, Fushin. You soaked one hit from Yuka, and actually survived too. Wow, they're just tearing right into each other. And you're poisoned. Yay, Fushin, you defeated Yuka. Congratulations. Oh, and he just learned one hit he leveled up and learned one hit KO. The only kind of annoying thing about the level up system is it's essentially the same amount of experience for everybody, no matter what level you're at. So that being level 7 fighting with a bunch of level like 20s levels at the same rate. So you pretty much have to just spend money in order to actually get people caught up. Alright, so one more attack should do it. Ranged, close, medium. Medicine and Yuka had put up a good fight against Rainbow's army, but they still continued their steady progress as the fate of the Liberation Front became darker and darker. It's good that this isn't a matter of life and death, but they certainly have the clear advantage right now. I guess I really wasn't cut out for this. Now, don't get disheartened. If you give up just from this, then you won't ever get anything done. Yeah, if I don't work hard, no one else is going to liberate the dolls in my place. Keep that spirit up. While Yuka had managed to cheer Medicine up, she knew that the next battle would be painful without a plan in mind. What can we do without using the Suzuran? This could be wasteful, but we don't have much of a choice left. Just as a plan started to form in Yuka's head, Reimu's army arrived at the scene. Alright, it's taken a long while, but this will be where it all ends. Prepare yourselves. You're quite fired up, I see. Perhaps I should cool your head a bit. In my personal style. What's going on? Yuka's eyes twinkled devilishly as vines and ivy sprouted all around Reimu's army and twined them around their legs. Wow, you can do that, Yuka? Cool. I was just using the plant seeds already sowed around here. How do you like it? Having fun trying to move around? Humph, you've certainly gotten desperate to be using such devious tricks. Save those words for after the battle is decided. If you can win, that is. So we're probably gonna have a speed disadvantage or something. Which is really bad, because if I lose this match, it can be not a good situation. Good news is there's only 4 of them. So let's do this. Okay, that went pretty good. Insult, I just lost some buffs. Yeah, Horaidal lost her buffs. That's okay then. Bye-bye medicine. Yeah, if you're not as overpowered as I am right now, the way you usually have to handle Yuka is either you have to focus her down as quickly as possible, assuming you have good ranged attacks, or overpowering melee attacks, or you have to constantly shift your party around and use like one person as bait to take hits from Yuka, while everyone else moves in a position where Yuka can't attack them, and then try to take care of the rest. Not exactly the most reliable method. I've never actually, I mean, I always spend money to level up characters, but I've never done it where I specifically focus on Reimu and Marisa right off the bat and make them ridiculously powerful. It seems to work really well as far as a method is concerned. I might try that in National Mode when I try a harder team. We'll see. What am I doing with you? You can pass for now. Alright, cool. Battle over. And got an affection bonus, finally. Cool. Get that taken care of, and we got a Scarlet doll. The Doll Liberation Front promised the freedom of all dolls as its slogan, but its time was up. Reimu stood heartily over the exhausted Yuka and medicine. That seals my victory. Someone like me, who exterminates yokai for a living, isn't going to lose to any yokai at all. We may have lost according to the rules, but I don't believe I've lost myself. What, are you trying to say that you would have won if you've gone all out? Don't say such silly things. If Gensokyo as it is now were to experience my true power, well, it's certainly a different era now. Even if I became more peaceful since those old days. Wouldn't you agree? As if. Someone who's peaceful wouldn't send letters like you did. I suppose I shall just overlook your impotence for today. Do be thankful. Yes, thank you very much. Geez, I really hate dealing with you. It's so tiring. And what about that kid? Medicine stood by Yuka's side, staring at the ground with nary a word emanating from her lips. Her lips were shut firmly, and her palms clasped tightly around each other. Hey, are you alright? I couldn't do it. I knew I wouldn't be able to do it. Come on, there's no need to beat yourself up so much. You just had the worst possible opponent, that's all. I got everyone's help because I kept proclaiming that it was all for the liberation of dolls, but we lost. I really can't do anything. I told you, don't take it so hard. It's just a game, you know. Reimu, be quiet. Yuka scolded Reimu with a sharp expression on her face. Reimu was readying a comeback, but upon seeing Yuka's unusually serious expression, she decided to keep it in. Don't be so hasty. You're still learning after all. You're still a newborn baby compared to me. Yeah, you're right. If you feel so regretful, then go out and get even more experience so that it doesn't happen again. Okay, thanks. No problem. Cheer up, alright? A small smile returned to Medicine's sad face upon receiving Yuka's encouragement, but unsurprisingly, things could never be the same again, and Rainbow was still completely lost as to what was going on. You're done? Gee, seeing you two talk about a topic that seems so important is really uncomfortable. My, are you that lonely without your allies around? I'll blow you away, I swear it. Anyway, you all lost, so you have to do what as I say now. Ooh, how frightening. But I suppose you're correct. Do as you wish. We really did lose, huh? And so the curtain fell on another battle. They are gone, and now we have Yuka and Medicine as prisoners. And as you know, standard RPG tropes, Yuka is not level 27. In fact, she's level 14. She's lower level than freaking Medicine. Anyway, this is what makes Yuka terrifying. 8 melee, 8 range, average defenses, average speed, and the rest is not that important. She does have 5 cost though. But she also has a self buff. Violent Blooming increases the attack power of all allies. Really useful. And then we got Medicine. She's pretty much kind of average all around, but she's actually really good for her physical defense simply because of her Suzaran Poison. Decreases the stats of enemies who perform melee attacks on the user, and I believe it's stacked, so it's pretty useful. So, I think we need to go ahead and do some persuading. Luckily that doesn't take actions. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for her. So let's see if we can get Medicine instead. Oh, how is Scarlet Doll? Relatively average. Technically, I think Medicine would actually get the buff from Alice, but they don't actually work well together. Because, you know, Alice is a doll master, and Medicine wants to liberate the dolls. So, putting them together wouldn't exactly work out. Persuade? Aki herself could do it. Good afternoon, how are you doing? What do you want? Rainbow's casual greeting was met by the depressed and ambitionless Medicine. Gah, still feeling down, huh? Really, what's wrong? Are you that depressed about losing? You were just going with Yukari's words, weren't you? You don't know what she said. I don't know what she said to you, but in the end, it's just a game, so... It wasn't a game. Eh? That purple color lady told me to work really hard to liberate all the dolls. But I failed. So you've given up? I really tried my hardest, but in the end I couldn't do anything. I can't say I fully understand what you're going through, but do you really have to do it all by yourself? Huh? And what's the connection between you joining Yukari's game and your goal of the liberation of dolls anyway? That's... because she said I could find more people who are willing to help me, so... Then I don't see the problem here. What do you mean? Medicine was unable to fully grasp the extent of Rainbow's words. Rainbow, looking at the confused Medicine, continued slowly with her lecture. You've lost to me, that's true, but that doesn't mean you can't find allies to your cause anymore. If anything, isn't it only getting started? That Yuka said something similar too, didn't she? Anyway, if you still want to go for it, why not join up with me? Huh? Let's work together and finish this whole mess. Why would I work with a human? So you don't want to? No, I will. I'll try it, like you said. That's good to hear. Let's do our best, alright? Once again, the medicine that was abandoned by humans returned to serve under them. With that, she took a first important step out of the tiny world she lived in. I wonder, what's with that human? She gives off the same scent as me. Is it my imagination? I didn't know dolls had a sense of smell. Okay, so we got Medicine. And we don't exactly have anyone else to spare at the moment, so we got to end our turn. The sun was shining brightly at the Yakima residence. Yukari was inside, writing something or other on a map. She then sat up with her usual flat position on her futon. Watch it burn, watch it fall. Territories are now all yours. What kind of song is that? It's a song deeply rooted in the history of young maidens, of course. Since when were you a— Ow, please, stop hitting me with your parasol! You didn't know, being a maiden is all in the mind. The moment you stop thinking you are one is when you become old. One must always protect their feelings. That's all well and good, but it'll be nice if you acted with the dignity that your age belies. The most fearsome are the ones who are always smiling. There isn't a single soul who could look me in the eye and not be uncomfortable. Her eyes were fixated on the map as she spoke to her Shikigami. Her words would sound impressive and threatening if it came from anyone else, but since it was from her, it was hard to take too seriously. Anyway, that's nothing too important. My plan is progressing nicely. Your plan, huh? You have been engrossed in that map recently. Rima is doing as well as I thought she would. She's already gotten this far. At the rate she's going, it'll be over sooner than I thought. Wouldn't that be for the best? The longer that drags on, the more likely the people involved in this will become angry about it. That shouldn't be a problem. They all joined of their own will. Though there's a few who figured out what I've been aiming to accomplish. By the way, I've been wondering for a while, this game that you got all of Gensokyo involved in, isn't it just your way of having some fun? My, just what do you take me for? Such belligerent words from my Shikigami. Ow! I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry, so please stop hitting me. Lady Yukari, if there's something deeper, you haven't explained it at all. Sorry, need to adjust my volume. There we go. I would expect my Shikigami to be able to figure it out by herself. For convenience sake, I labeled this as a game, but it is much more. Just how much more, you ask? It's important enough that it might well affect the future of Gensokyo. That's ridiculous. 'Tis the truth. Well, if it doesn't work, I suppose things should still be fine. Lady Yukari, if it concerns Gensokyo, is it really okay to treat it so lightly? Yes. It's partly just my wish as well. Anyway, now then. Ren, please call your Shikigami over. You mean Chen? We need as much help as we can get. It won't be long before Reimo makes her way here, so we must prepare for her now. I don't think Chen will be as helpful as you would think. Ren, you always try not to make use of your Shikigami. The best way to optimize the Shikigami is to give them orders to follow. The reason why you're such an excellent Shikigami is because I made use of you very often, don't you see? Oh, I see. I had thought you were just incredibly audacious to make me do the things you ordered me to. But now I know why. Did I hear something that I may not have wanted to? It must just be your imagination, Lady Yukari. Anyway, I shall go and call Chen over. Very well. I'll be taking a nap then, so please handle the rest. Ah, Lady Yukari. Good grief, as soon as she said what she wanted, she just goes and falls asleep. Anyway, I suppose I'll try to use Chen a little more. Yukari always made sure to keep the important parts unclear, but she has her reasons for doing so. Or, at least that's what Ran hoped. Oh, now the actual Yakumo clan has appeared. Can't really do anything with her, because she's... Ah, so we got a new item. Cost 8,000. Increases your cost by 2, but it gives you 200 HP, which essentially means you have a lot more attack power. It's a really awesome item. So, we'll definitely try that out, but I can't actually do anything with it currently. Anyway, we need to get Yuka into our party, so let's persuade her with Akio. Seeing who I can use. Oh good, I have enough people. Hey, what did I come here for? I gotta be worried if you're the one asking me. It would worry me too. It's rather rude of you to say that as soon as you see me though. Quite you. You don't have to ask anyway, I already know. You want my strength, don't you? Let's just go back. Come on, you should know just how strong she is, right? It'll definitely be better to have her on our side. So you understand it well, Marissa. By the way, have you been able to master it yet? You know, my... I'm not listening. I suppose it's a subject I should stay away from then. Anyway, it's boring to leave the game just because I lost, so I will assist you all. You don't have to if you don't want to. Oh, don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Besides, you're sure to go to her, to Yukari's territory, aren't you? I'm certainly not useless either, so it's a win-win. Win-win. You gain the most out of it. Let me know when to meet up with the rest. Goodbye. As soon as she finished what she wanted to say, Yuka flew off from the area, leaving behind the sighing Reimu. Management's a tough job, eh? Keep it up. You're the one who started all this. Okay, so we got Yuka. So, kind of a weird thing about Marissa, because technically there's two Marissas. There's the Marissa, you know, in black and white that we most people know about. But then in the PC98 era, there was the Marissa in purple, who actually worked with Yuka, and sometimes there's kind of conflicting thoughts about like where she learned certain things. Like some cases she learned stuff from Mima, or she learned Master Spark from Yuka, or something like that. So generally, when there's any mention of something around the PC98 era, Marissa becomes very uncomfortable in this story, which is kind of amusing. She doesn't want to think about it either, because it's complicated. Okay, so we have Yuka. I'm definitely going to probably put Yuka and Medicine together, because I do believe they work well together. And then, who else can we use? Shikieki, Aya. At least those four. So I can have a few decent teams going. Okay, I think I live with that. Alright, next step. Go after them, or go after them. I actually kind of want to go after Misty Lake. Let me see something. Okay. There's actually, I think I can trigger a very silly event, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. It's gonna take an action anyway. So let's use you and you. So we're declaring war on the Yakima clan right off the bat. We're finally here. I hope you're prepared, Yukari. Hold it right there. What? Hey, didn't I tell you to stop popping up all of a sudden? Just because you do it all the time doesn't mean... Since it happens all the time, then you should be used to it by now. Anyway, it's too early for you to come here. Huh? What are you talking about? This is far later than I wanted. I'd have flown right over here to beat you up at the start if it was possible. Everything shall come with time. You haven't defeated all the people I got to join, correct? The door to the last boss won't open till you do so. What? So you're saying I have to come back here after I beat everyone? You got it. Do your best. Ah, wait! She reached out, but she couldn't stop Yukari from gapping the space around the Akuma residence to prevent entry. Urania could do nothing since it wasn't a barrier. Yukari wasn't going to accept any sequence breaking. Ah, jeez. Just what is that girl trying to do? If she wants to play like that, then I'll run her right out of excuses. So yeah, you cannot declare war on the Yakima clan. Alright, so let's take care of the next step. Which is, we're gonna attack some fairies. Which may or may not go well. We'll go ahead and use you people. That should work. Alright, let's go. Remu's Hakurei army began their march towards the Misty Lake, yet no matter how long they traveled, the side of the lake never once came into their view. Hey, was the lake supposed to be this far? This is weird, we should have reached there a while ago. Let's keep moving a bit longer, I suppose. Yet no matter how long they traveled, they never reached their destination. Right when they began to suspect something fishy, a familiar view revealed itself before their eyes. Hey, we're back at the village. They had marched straight towards their main destination, yet they somehow ended up at the point where they started. It was completely mind-boggling. Whatever way you look at it, this is really weird. Anyway, let's withdraw for today. Guess that's all we can do. From somewhere in the distance, a giggling voice could be heard. So until we fix that issue, we can't actually attack them, and that took all of our actions. So let's go ahead and end our turn. The fairy army just got Rumia, so they have Mima and Rumia. Okay, so yeah. Now we do actually have another event though. We have Ask the Villagers, which requires a It actually requires res rather than negotiation. So I'll be dealing with that soon. But for right now, we'll go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Sengoku Gensokyo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.